From the crazy
Kiss my
to the cringy
I bet you he got 3 points for a month after that.
to the cutest
You've no idea what she's about to do.
and the rudest. They'll scare you,
I don't know what the hell was going on there.
inspire you,
I do owe a huge thank you to that show.
and shock you.
Put me right off my dinner.
It's the craziest TV moments. Tonight we take you to the center of the ring, to center stage, and into the afterlife. But first, things are heating up in West Dublin.
Work out in the gym,
Tan,
take the clothes off,
have sex with people
go out,
on camera.
go to the gym,
Yeah, I'll go to the gym again. Tan. There's a lot of tanning. There's a lot of tanning. And
take the clothes off,
Take the clothes off again. Have more.
Yeah.
More sex.
argue.
Yeah, it's essentially most Irish males and females in Ireland right now. They just call it California.
California. Oh my God.
California was the first programme of its kind in Ireland. We had Jersey Shore and Geordie Shore, and then we heard of this programme coming out called California, and I think everyone in Ireland just said, oh my God, I cannot believe that they're going to do this.
And it was like, oh God, no. We have those people as well.
I was petrified of my mother or father walking into the room when I was watching it, because I knew it was going to be one of those awkward moments where your parents would walk into the room the minute that there's something inappropriate on the screen. And I think the reality of California is that maybe every minute and a half there was probably something really inappropriate during that show.
Now you're going to ask me about Mark O'Neill. Oh my God.
My name is Mark. I'm 26 and I'm from Santry.
Mark O'Neill on season 2 of California. Wow.
I don't think anybody else could have done it like he did, and he certainly made his mark.
The casts are obviously settled in with each other and they know each other, and they don't realise that they're about to meet a brand new member.
I think that Mark guy is like when a show that's doing okay brings in a weird, unnecessary new character.
He's like Poochie.
Yeah, in the same kind of, yeah.
Poochie?
Yeah.
People say, do you remember Mark O'Neill's meet and greet? I'm like, that is a literal meet and greet.
I will never forget what I saw that night, and I don't think anyone ever will.
All of the cast of California arrive in, and he has to come out of the pool as naked as the day he was born.
I think that was probably one of the most important moments in Irish TV history.
Absolutely.
You know, you had Riverdance.
Yeah, absolutely.
You had like Jerry Adams going on the Late Late Show, and then you had Mark coming out of the pool with his hanging out.
I don't know how I would react if like a big naked man came out and hugged me straight out of the pool. I don't think I'd like it very much.
How cold was that pool?
Must have been.
Yeah, really cold.
Yeah.
Because it was, you know.
Mark O'Neill was more naked on that show than anything I've ever seen. I've seen his more than I've seen my own. I would also like to have a moment of silence for Mark O'Neill's pubic hair, last seen on the floor of a beauty salon in Tallaght in 2011, never to be seen again. There are Ken dolls with more body hair than Mark O'Neill has.
He just didn't do it for me. And then I watched him on Big Brother, and I was proud. First of all, I was saying how we have a nice Irish guy there, and then he just came across like a right.
I'm sick of this. Everyone in Ireland was like, oh God, this is so embarrassing. That guy from California is now representing us on Big Brother.
And Mark literally, from the word go, just stirs the pot.
Stop saying what he's told you to say.
He just upset everybody.
Essentially, he did what he did in the California house, in the Big Brother house.
Yeah.
He got told that he was being, I think, aggressive. He wasn't happy at all about this, and he got himself into the diary room, and he was very worked up, now, to say the least.
Just can't take this. And I tell you now, I'm going to walk.
Let's focus on the first most important thing. He looks like he's refereeing a jazzed up gay snooker match.
I swear to God, I'm going to walk. Another person tells me that I did something to this Egypt. I'm going to just snap.
Well, there's a lot of egos on California. Big Brother kind of gets the professional egos, if you will, and he had a really hard time dealing with that.
Off, you little morons.
He goes into giving out about all the people he's up against, slagging them off, saying they're all rivaling against him, they're all playing a game, and finishes with the word, they're all just wannabes.
Little f***ing wannabes is what the lot of them are.
From a man who has bounced from one reality show to the next for his whole, and I'm using air quotes for the first time, career. It takes one to know one is very apt in this situation right now.
Ultimately, Mark was probably happier with his pants off, going around a house in Santa Ponsa.
Doing it for the Dubs, it's Joanna Ryan and the lads.
On the All-Ireland Talent Show, Joanna Ryan gave us a perfect example of an only in Ireland situation.
Joanna Ryan, yeah.
Scangers and Bollywood, fake tan and wink. Fellas in tracksuits, young ones in pink. Dolly Parton.
This was on TV. It actually aired on TV that you paid for.
All kinds of everything reminds you of.
Why do people go on these things just to kind of make a fool of themselves? And if anyone says that about me on the All-Ireland Talent Show, I'll leave them.
Come on, do the dancing.
I think if I was to give a crayon to a bunch of junior infants and ask them to write a funny or parody song, they may be able, no, they definitely would be able to come up with something better than the stuff she sang.
Ireland, pick me, cause you know I'm gas. Lochner Derrick loves you, will you sign an autograph?
It was kind of a big deal for Ireland to have a drag act on the All-Ireland Talent Show. I mean, the first year I didn't get through, I think, was because I was a drag act. So the fact I went back, I kind of think I had something to prove, and I did, I proved it. And I had lots of fun, and I mean, I never thought I was going to win the All-Ireland Talent Show. I just wanted to have a laugh, and that's what I did. I just made the most of it and enjoyed the whole time I was there.
There's one reaction that it always elicits, and I think it's from people who really miss the point of drag. I think drag is supposed to be a much more complex satire on the idea of gender roles.
Yeah.
But it always descends into men going, geez, I'd almost her. You know what I mean? That's always what it boils down to. Whether or not the men who are straight in the audience want to have sex with her, that's always what happens.
Do a song with me, me ma will be delighted.
I'd have sex with her though.
Oh, Tabbers, you're the best rock singer since my Aussie.
Oh, Tabby, Tabby, Tabby.
Your life's about to change. It will never be the same again.
Rock band DC5 have just arrived. They've got a van full of instruments, but they're not allowed to use them in the audition.
We're just going to go in and do a vocally, see how we get on, you know.
My name's Tabby, and I'm a musician from Sligo, and I was the first Irish contestant on X Factor.
In the first series of X Factor, Tabby Callahan really set the mark for Irish contestants and showed us that we had a place in these competitions going forward.
Without love.
First of all, fair play to Tabby for growing up in Sligo with the name Tabby. I mean, that's impressive straight away. Off the bat, he's impressed me.
Yeah, you're a great front man.
Tabby, you should have auditioned on your own.
They weren't really kind of into the whole band thing, you know, and but Sharon had asked for me to come back in by myself, you know.
Tell your children that their time has just begun.
I decided, sure, look, why not, you know. I might get a couple of gigs out of it, you never know. I might get to give Sharon Osbourne a demo. And the next thing I knew, I was in the competition, you know.
He killed it. He just went out and rocked out, and of course, Sharon fell in love with him. So once you have Sharon, you're doing well.
Sharon Osbourne mentored Tabby on that first series of the X Factor, and she seemed really taken with him.
Sharon was looking at him like, oh, he's like the son I never had. And they're like, what about Jack? She's like, well, one I'm proud of, you know.
I haven't spoke to Sharon in probably, I suppose, be a couple of years now. Like, she's kind of busy with her career over in America and stuff like that. And although I do hear there's a rumour of her coming back to X Factor, so. After a couple of years of kind of doing the whole kind of celebrity thing and all that, I'm a musician, so I just prefer to be gigging and that. So I'm like gigging all the time. I got to like drink champs with like Paul McCartney, got to record with Ozzy. Overall, I would say it was definitely a positive experience. Sharon, if you're watching, bring me back for a cameo.
I never thought they could make a television programme about a salon.
Everyone loves a reality show that's based in Ireland, and when the Celebrity Salon came on, it was brilliant because not only did it have Irish celebs, it also had some British celebs in running a salon for a few weeks.
You could see that someone really struggled with being like hair care and beauty professionals, even though they probably all spend most of their natural lives in these situations. When the shoe was on the other foot, they all seemed a bit like, I have to do what with their hair?
Welcome to the salon. My name's Abby.
Very nice to meet you, Abby.
And what are you here for today?
My name's Ross, and I have a big problem with my ass.
Alan Hughes having to wax a guy's ass on television was an image that will never leave my mind.
You're having a laugh. You are having a laugh. He wants his bum waxed.
One thing I found really funny about that scene was the little freak out Alan had when he found out what he had to do, and he was like running up the corridor trying to get away from it, and the girls were like, no, you have to do it.
And it's actually funny because I have your name on my ass.
You what?
Actually, your name tattooed on my ass.
And Alan genuinely for a minute thought he meant he had Alan Hughes written on his arse.
So, oh, your name. So that's how... Yeah, your name. This must be a good chat-up line, is it? I have your name tattooed on my ass.
Put me right off my dinner.
You thought Rosanna Davison was going to be doing this for you, was it? That was the idea. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Oh, you sorry.
Alan was like, I've never done this before.
Yeah, right.
Okay, Alan.
Oh, sure. You're very brave to come on national television and do this.
I can say the same for you.
This is true.
I think, especially with things like beauty-related stuff, people can be very patronising about it. They can be like, oh, you're into makeup, oh, you're into beauty, you're into... Until you need your ass waxed.
Yeah.
Then that person becomes very important.
3, 2, 1.
I mean, Alan Hughes is a TV veteran. He's been on more live TV shows than I've had hot dinners. And the fact that he was shocked and gazumped by that, I thought that says it all. Alan Hughes has met his match, and it's some guy's hairy ass.
Still ahead. When you see her up on the stage, you're like, yes, go on, Mary, fair play, do it for Ireland.
This is one of those clips where you just hate being Irish.
We're back with the craziest TV moments. First up, A Star is Born.
Mary Byrne is probably my favourite Irish talent show contestant ever.
I think she's one of the only people who has appeared on any type of reality television format or franchise that I don't wish death upon.
It's like World Cup Italia 90. You know, you remember where you were when Mary Byrne sang on the X Factor.
Ah, how you, Mary? Irish treasure.
The X Factor had arrived in Dublin for the first time for the auditions, and there definitely was a good few messers in there, but then next thing, Mary Byrne arrives in.
I'm a big fan actually of Mary Byrne, and I hear she was in here earlier. Is she still here by any chance?
I auditioned for the X Factor in 2010. I had to go to Croke Park and queue for God knows how many hours, and genuinely didn't think I was going to get through. The length of time you're waiting to go on is ridiculous. I mean, I was there from 10:30 in the morning, and you see me walk on stage at 1 o'clock in the morning.
Hello.
Slowly, the adrenaline started to kick in, and I started to talk to Simon.
I've been told by so many women to give you a big hello from Ireland.
Nobody had said that to me. I just said it because I couldn't think of anything else to say.
She walks out and everybody goes, oh, that's me, Matt. That's me, Auntie.
Mary would take you home and serve you lasagna and chips. Do you know, that kind of way? She was just so relatable.
She's never really sang. She hasn't got confidence. Is this going to go well? And then she absolutely kills it.
I who have nothing. I who have no one.
It was a song that meant so much to me, and I'm a big fan of Tom Jones in any way. So, and I sing very like him, in a woman's thing. I've got that deep voice. So I knew by singing that song, it'd either take me through or I'd go home.
I remember sitting at home watching that, and I was very proud to be from the same place this woman was.
The thing that struck me about Mary Byrne was how much she absolutely loved doing what she was doing.
When you see her up on the stage, you're like, yes, go on, Mary, fair play, do it for Ireland.
Realistically, we're just trying to beat the English.
His grin, though, his famous grin, as soon as she starts singing, he's just like...
You can nearly see his eyeballs roll with dollar signs.
Money,
Ching, 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 ching.
Minted.
Ireland backed her from the word go. She was our Susan Boyle.
when I finished singing, I just remember my hands starting to shake, and then I could feel my knees going, and I was going, I don't believe I've just did this.
Since then, she's gone on to have 3 albums, an autobiography. She sang for the Queen with Neil Diamond, met Kylie Minogue, and also appeared in Grease the musical.
But I do owe a huge thank you to that show. I wouldn't be sitting here in front of you if I hadn't went on that show.
We've all seen some pretty cringe moments on talent shows, and Oliver Moroney, the Irish guy with the broom dance, was just that.
This is one of those clips where you just hate being Irish.
That was like Cotton Eye Joe gone wrong.
The GA jersey honestly was the icing on the cake for me. Would have been better if it was a Mayo jersey, but I'll let that one slide.
He was doing this whole dance with the broom that is like every person in a nightclub who sees the mop and bucket or the sweeping brush in the corner and thinks it would be hilarious to bust out a few moves to Michael Jackson holding a broom.
He doesn't even step on the broom to pick it up in a cool way. He just picks it up. And then puts his legs over it in a way that's so easy that Ant then does it backstage. Simon's the only one who has any sense, votes him out immediately because it's the stupidest thing ever.
I'm not mad about Simon Cowell anyway, but I've never hated him more than when he disapproved of this man hopping around on his brush in his Tipperary jersey. He was great, and like, Hun tip, fair play. Go on the lad.
That's not my definition of entertainment, so it's a no from me.
I bet you he got 3 points for a month after that. That annoys me even more.
So whoever asked Alan Hughes to fight Katie Taylor deserves a raise.
That is a lose-lose situation. You're going in to fight an Olympic champion, right? She's a woman. So then even if he does punch her, he's a woman beater, right? There's no win here. This is a lose-lose. It should be called Alan's losing. That's what that should be called, right?
She is fantastic. I love her. And she just really showed the fun side to her that we don't get to see very much when she, like, literally bet the crap out of Alan Hughes.
It's probably one of the funniest clips you can ever watch from Irish television.
Is that what you do? Yeah?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
He's there in the ring with Katie, and I'm sure he just thought, this will be grand, she'll give me 1 or 2 punches and it'll be fine. But no, she full-on goes for him.
She wasn't even going that hard on him, she was just kind of ribbing him, but she was kicking his ass.
You can see that she's taking it easy sometimes, but then there's a few left body shots that open him up, and then there's a left hook to the head where I go, oh, that's a proper punch.
She's an Olympian boxer.
Spence.
She can kill most people on the planet.
Yeah.
But I guarantee you, I don't care if it's sexist, it goes through every man's head when they see a girl like her boxing. They're like,
I could
land her,
at
no
least
problem.
3 rounds.
I could beat the shit out of her, man.
Maybe 4 is a bit too far.
No, you
definitely
couldn't.
3. Yeah.
You could not. That's exactly what would happen no matter who goes in that ring, unless you're also an Olympic boxer.
Like, I was screaming at that girl, just stay down, just stay down. They do a 10 count, then he gets back up and has to go for 15 more seconds. I've never seen boxing like that. But I do like that he has a chat with her at the end.
I actually thought you were going to go easy on me, but I mean, and you were going easy on me.
We'll do this again. Tuesday? You free Tuesday? Yeah, I'll get a ring. I'll set it up. Yeah, we'll do it. We'll do my sparring next time. Yeah, it'll be fine.
Guns of steel, though.
Yeah, good guns, bro.
On Katie.
Oh, yeah.
There's a very distinct line between illusion and reality, and that line is going to get blurred right here, right now. This is Brain Hacker.
Keith Barry is an Irish mentalist, and for his show Brain Hacker, he decided to bring on a near-death experience by reducing his heart levels so low that he was able to contact the other side.
Right here next to us, I've got a coffin of ice being built by Ben and the ice guys back there.
He was going to freeze himself, ultimately, so he could have a near-death experience and talk to the dead, as you do. Decides to do this in front of a live studio audience.
So what we want, inevitably, is Keith to come out of this thing in one piece.
They had monitors on his heart and they had the paramedics there.
The coffin itself is a danger. Now, the guys here have built this as safe as they possibly could, but as you can see, these are just blocks of ice being held together by more ice.
It was kind of hard to watch and uncomfortable.
I want to keep going for a
Do you want us to take you out?
No, I want to go until I just experience something I haven't experienced before.
I genuinely believe he was very cold.
There's a message coming through for Fiona. Fiona.
At one point, he does claim to start talking to someone from the dead, of someone there in the room.
Is there somebody, Fiona, whose dad passed?
Yeah.
Fiona, has your father passed?
Yeah, 2 years ago.
Yeah.
He's channeling somebody talking to your woman in the audience.
Yeah. Edward. It's Edward. Edward is here.
Ultimately, this is just, as it sounds, a really, really bad idea.
What's happened?
He goes into hypothermia, he goes into shock. Medical experts are brought in, he's rushed out of there, and it's all done in front of a live studio audience.
Okay, guys, his heart stopped there. We've got no pulse. Get him up, please. Get him up.
It was really traumatizing. There was people in the audience crying, they were holding hands, and sometimes you watch these type of tricks and you think, I'm sure that was set up, but this was just, it was almost too much. It was really, really uncomfortable to watch.
Great television.
God, it must be so stressful if you were Keith Barry's girlfriend. Do you know, there's always something, Keith.
Why is it so difficult with you?
Come on, Keith.
Like as in, hey, where will we go on our honeymoon? The Bermuda Triangle. Let's just see what we can get going.
Sorry, guys. Sorry.
Keith seems fine now. He seems all right. I'm sure they had a radiator in his dressing room. No problem at all.